Well, the music lets you know right away what kind of episode this is gonna be. So this guy is gathering ingredients for some kind of spell.
The eye of a murdered corpse. I do hope this wasn't a suicide.
Meanwhile, an accountant named Arthur only ever wants to talk about his job, and his wife is getting fed up with it.
You even pitched me a term life policy at my mother's funeral.
Just look at these figures.
They even do that cliche thing where she tries to get his attention with a sexy outfit and he doesn't even notice.
What would you think if I cross-collateralized my fire and theft accounts?
Wouldn't you just get a hobby like other men?
But work is my hobby. It would help me so much if I could just discuss my work with my own wife. Or with anybody.
Totally not foreshadowing. Back to this guy. A pentagram, what else would there be?
And what else? The severed claw of a diseased squellum. What the hell is a squellum?
So he ends up having to substitute that ingredient.
I presume a diseased bat's claw will work.
And then he does some kind of ritual. Somebody had fun filming this.
Foon! Bracapillar! I say foon!
So yeah, while trying to summon a demon, he ends up summoning Arthur instead. I like how instead of a human summoning a demon, we have a demon summoning a human. Granted, this guy doesn't consider himself a demon, but still.
Well, I'm not what you're looking for. I'm an insurance agent.
I don't care really what species of demon you are.
So he thinks Arthur is a demon and won't hear otherwise.
I know a demon is supposed to lie. I demand that you bring me dressed.
Dressed?
So he has a wish that Arthur must grant, or else.
I shall be forced to conjure you again inside the cage of pain.
This guy, I swear to God.
Do we understand each other, demon?
But I'm telling you, you've got this all wrong.
But yeah, he's beginning to think he messed up somewhere.
The bat's claw. Demons, demon do's and don'ts, demon party games, demon love-making tips.
Wait, what? Go back. You can't just skim over all that.
Common mistakes when invoking demons may result in the manifestation of dimensional counterparts.
So he asks for Arthur's name and...
My name is Arthur. Arthur Gamut.
Arthur Gamut? My name is Arcturus of Demete, and you are a demonic counterpart of myself!
Trippy. But Arcturus still expects Arthur to grant his wish.
I'll get you your address, but first I'll have to go back to the Underworld to get it. My boss, Satan, he's a pretty frugal guy, really stingy with the dress.
Yeah, we know what kind of boss Satan is. So he sends Arthur back home temporarily, and now he has to figure out what the hell Arcturus wanted from him.
Of course there's no dress, you idiot! It's an alien word! I'm just gonna sit quietly, without interruption, and think.
But after only a few minutes, he gets summoned back.
I need a little more information about this dress. Just a formality. Can you describe it to me?
Of course. It's soft, heavy, and yellow.
So it turns out that what he actually wants is gold. So Arthur asks for the formula Arcturus used to summon him.
Arcturus, I need to make a report just like in any other business. And I'll need that formula you use for starters.
You make demands on me!
Yeah, he's just making a bunch of random noises at this point. But he does give it to him.
You carry sprigs of mistletoe? You do. Yeah. How about graveyard mold? You do.
I really want to know where he's ordering that stuff. Maybe he's talking to Fiona. Hey, what if every episode of Monsters took place in the same universe? That'd be one crapsack world, until Glim Glim landed and inadvertently killed everyone. So he gets the eyeball from a guy at the morgue.
Are you sure this is from a murdered man?
Yeah. What do I look like? Some kind of a criminal?
Yeah, seems legit. So he does the same ritual that Arcturus did.
Severed claw of a diseased squellum. Squellum?
And once again has to substitute the squellum.
This chicken leg works. Now, if luck is with me, I can get him before he gets me. A loca-rum.
Arcturus did it better.
I did it, I got you now.
So he ends up summoning, not Arcturus, but some other demon,
Hey, what is this, a pentagram or something?
who sounds an awful lot like Mandark.
Look, I don't know who you are or how you got me here, but it is clever. It's undeniably clever.
I want 10,000 pounds of gold, also known as drast, or the old suptarup.
Sir, I think you should understand that I'm not a rich man. My name is Artura Gumet.
But yeah, he summoned yet another version of himself.
Now you bring me that gold, or else you're going into this cage.
Anyway, he sends Artura back to get him some gold.
Ah!
His wife went away earlier, so of course she comes back when there's still a pentagram on the floor. Well, she did want him to get a hobby, so he wasn't talking about work all the time. Anyway, she has a yoga class to get to, but tells him that they should have dinner later so they can talk.
Sure, that's a great idea. Nice romantic evening, you and me. In fact, I'll make a reservation at that little Indian place you love.
Arthur, that's wonderful. This new hobby has made a man of you.
Well, that was a quick turnaround.
Bye-bye, baby.
A little later, he summons the demon back, who didn't do exactly what he wanted, but...
I can explain everything.
I mean, that works.
I found the formula in a library. You could have knocked me over with a feather when it worked. I'm actually a very hard-headed businessman. I don't believe in none of this supernatural stuff.
Also, it turns out that Artura has the same job as Arthur.
My insurance business has been in a slump.
Insurance business?
So he finally has someone he can talk to about work.
What's your specialty?
Life. With fire and theft on the side.
Oh, general accident is more my line.
Well, my firm just introduced one of the most exciting cost replacement plans to hit the industry in 20 years.
Really? Boy, I'd love to hear about it.
You would? And look at the stock options.
The loopholes.
You see the stock options? 10% of your money.
And so ends the demons. Yeah. Okay, so, this was an episode. It's really cute but weird. There's kind of a turtles all the way down effect here. You have Artura, who is summoned by Arthur because he needed gold to give to Arturus. So does that mean that he summoned Arthur because he needed it to give to some other demon that summoned him? How far back does this go? Or maybe it goes in a circle because Artura summoned him? Ow, my head hurts. I don't really know what to say about this one other than it's just really silly and fun. Only complaint is that they used goofy music a little too much. I kind of wish that opening scene with Arturus was played a little more straight in the beginning just to kind of ease us into it, but that's it. Speaking of which, Arturus was played by Richard Mall, who is probably best known as Bull on Night Court, but was also the voice of Two-Face in Batman the Animated Series, and was also in that weird-ass movie House. He really stole the show in this episode and seemed to be having fun with it. Also, great makeup. Artura, who is credited as just the demon for some reason, even though his name is mentioned, was played by highly accomplished voice actor Eddie Deason, who has been in a million things, but I mostly know him as Mandark from Dexter's Lab, even though I think I only saw a couple episodes. But Mandark just kind of stuck with me for some reason, so I will forever refer to him as Mandark. He was also a recurring character on Kim Possible, and he was the know-it-all kid in Polar Express, which always cracks me up because all the other child characters are clearly voiced by kids, but then you have this one guy who is clearly an adult voice actor, and it's kind of jarring. But I think it's funny though, to be honest. It was directed by Scott Alexander, who is mostly a writer. He wrote the Problem Child movies along with Ed Wood, 1408, and Big Eyes. He's also got one more Monsters episode coming, which he wrote and directed. And I guess that's about all I have to say about this weird-ass episode. Next up is Reaper. See you then.
How do you know you're not a demonic counterpart of me? I mean, I'm the normal one.
Don't try to trick me, Demon Arthur.